what you can do with an old winter coat.
Yeah.
This is an old winter coat that's been felted. So as soon as I get it.
Persons, and this quilt top was actually hand-pieced, and Jane quilted it, and I bound it, and it'll be a donation quilt.
This is going to go to a veteran one way or another. It came up 2 inches too short to be a quilt of honor. So I'm going to go through the American Legion or some other group in town and try to find somebody locally to give this to who is a veteran.
The pattern at the Oklahoma City quilt show. Oh, to me it sounded loud. The Oklahoma quilt show a few years ago, and although it's not finished quilting, it's the time of year to bring it. So.
Okay, I made this in 2006, and I gave it to my sister-in-law who lived in Colorado. I made it in 2006 and gave it to my sister-in-law who lived in Colorado, and she was here visiting me in July of this year.
And then with all the scraps, when I got home, I just sewed them all into a long strip and just kept going around the square. And watched the YouTube video. So I haven't finished it, but I have to find some more of this.
And this was one I
such perky brightness and stuff, and mine looks just fall colors, so I decided it'd be nice for me. And Jane was kind enough to quilt for me.
Very thick. Pad inside. It's very thick. So it works good to throw on the floor for the baby, or put in the car, or in the crib. But you just take that out and wash the outside. And it actually has an envelope thing, but I didn't do it so you could see the inside. And sew it back up. And I started binding it, and I like a whole strip of binding. If anybody has this fabric, I'd be glad to buy it. Okay. But anyway, I saw this pattern in a magazine, and I loved it, and I've made 3 of these kind of quilts because I just think that pattern's beautiful, which is why it's taken me about 2 years to do it. Well, I thought I was making a king-size quilt. Well, when I put it together, it was only a queen, and I thought, oh, I want this on my bed, so I thought I'm going to make more, blocks to make it a king. I was going to be making another 150 of these petals and sewing them on. So I looked at it and I thought, you know what, this would be a good queen-size quilt for my guest room bed. So
Sometimes I go down and sit with Janet while she's sewing and quilting, and I'll go through the magazines, and I found this in a magazine. And all the fabric came from her shop, except this little strip right here. So she's got the pattern down there if anybody wants to make it.
since we got back, she's made all this.
Yeah.
Show that side.
And I made this one. And the very last one, the shop we stopped in, the painted cow, quilted cow, I bought the pattern for that and I made that one. Then, earlier, and I made the one I'm carrying.
I should set up a booth at the
Once I got the fabric cut, it took me like 2 hours to put that purse together. So this is a more donation quilt.